Soldier of Christ reporting for duty. Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe. This video I wanted to speak about how in a lot of scenarios our sight determines our path. When we set our eyes on something, when something has the bulk or most of our attention, we tend to focus on it the most, and it's something that we tend to care about the most. And sort of through our attentiveness to that, we begin to make it sort of the thing that we prioritize the most and the thing that takes our most attention. For instance, in Matthew chapter 14, when Jesus walked on the water, it spoke about how when Jesus called to Peter, Peter was able to walk to Jesus, but then Peter became concerned about the wind, and through that he began to sink. And when he had his eyes on Jesus before he began to fear the wind, he was able to walk on the water, and he was able to walk towards Jesus. And it wasn't until the wind obtained his attention did he start to begin to sink. And of course, when he began to sink, Jesus was able to come to him and to pick him up. But it wasn't until he started focusing on the wind was it that he began to sink. And that might be true for many of us. A lot of times we set our eyes on things that we shouldn't. We set our eyes on things that shouldn't matter, or things that we shouldn't focus on. And that might be able to lead us down to some paths that are places that we should not go down, and places that might even harm us. So something that we need to understand is that when we set our eyes on something, we should have prayer and have hope that it should be something that can lead us closer to God. So, for instance, when we put our eyes on the things of God, when we put our eyes on things that we should have as our path, we are able to go down the right path. And of course, the opposite is true. If we have our eyes on things that are bad for us, or our eyes on things that we shouldn't have, we start to begin to prioritize things we shouldn't, which leads us down those bad paths. And through that, it sort of shows that where our eyes are set is where our path is determined. I hope this video makes sense, and I hope to some it might even be eye-opening. Thank you so much for watching once again, and until next time, Soldier of Christ.